Let's take a breath together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. What is vibing? This is Vish, and it has been a while since you've seen me upload a video. And this video's intent is really just to explain why that was the case and what are the plans coming up. Am I stopping YouTube? Am I going to be having a new series come out? Just stay tuned and you will find out what is coming. Now, this series that I've started, or really just this video, let's talk about this video. It's on the fly. I'm not editing this. I am not going to be doing anything, just straight uploading it. So I'll explain why in a bit. But let's start off with why, or not the why, let's start off with the what. What/where was I? So what was happening? I was actually uploading every single day for about almost a couple months, I think. And this was a lot more serious at the end of December. And now it's October, so wow, full circle, almost a year now we're approaching. Now, I will discretion and give you guys a heads up in this by making it clear that just like the way this video is raw and uncut and very real, I will be completely real with you all and completely transparent. That is something I value a lot, which is full transparency. So, again, another theme with regards to what this channel will be about, as well as what this video is about and who I am, at least what makes up the way I am. Let's say it that way. So, with that being said, was daily uploading for a couple months, and eventually there were these, slip-up days, right, where I would essentially give myself a 12 a.m. deadline to make sure I upload. But then, and this is where the mind will kick in, there will be times where I will literally push it till 12 a.m. or 11:59 p.m., and as a result, a minute or two slip would lead to uploading for the next day, quote unquote. Now, is that how the algorithm works? I have no clue, and I don't even think that's too significant. But it was to me at the time, which is why I'm making this video again, explaining where I was and what I was doing. So, with those slip-ups happening, relatively rarely, I would say, it eventually led to this false sense of belief where, okay, I slipped up and now I uploaded on this day. Now, instead of uploading again for that day, I would wait until the next day. And eventually, long story short, it led to a sense of not consistently uploading. And more importantly, I wasn't consciously consistently uploading, which is the most important thing. So then a couple things happened that included I went to New York. I think New York is where it slowly faltered. I was really focusing on getting as much content as possible, and to be fully transparent, could I have continued uploading every single day despite getting the content during the day? Yeah, I honestly could have, but the mind was making an excuse, which was that, focus on content, you can always edit when you get back to Austin, and that kind of momentum built up and led to the periods of gaps that you noticed with the videos itself. Now, let's tie this all into another reason, and this is, again, I'm keeping it as real and transparent as possible. See, a part of the channel's intent, or really the bigger goal, honestly, and when I say bigger goal, I'm just saying main purpose, not to say that I am going to have this egoic goal of making this the best channel in the world because I want to change the world. No, that's a goal, but I'm not going to say that I am the one that is going to be doing that only, and it's only me. Reason I say that is because a part of this path in terms of what I'm trying to do is really to spread awareness to meditation, wisdom, yoga, spirituality, because these things help me a lot with just life in general. And so there's a way to share this with you all watching and further deepen your journey within yourself. That would be great. And if I could impact one person, that's cool. If I can help a billion, nice. I mean, it shouldn't matter to me, right, in terms of how many. But the reason why it does play a factor is really just because of the fact that I do want to make this sustainable. I do want to do this all the time. And as a result, it's going to require me to have some sort of income coming in. And I am doing internships. I'm still finishing up school. But I'm pretty much aware of the fact that I'm not making much right now with YouTube at all. Very minimal. I'm talking very tiny amounts. Scraps, if you want to call it that. Now, am I grateful for that scrap? Yes, I'm very grateful. But at the same time, in order to do this sustainably, it does require a bit more of a emphasis on making some sort of monetary gain out of it. Now, is that the primary goal, making money and making $1 million from YouTube? No. But is it a secondary goal? Yes. That way I can fuel that primary goal, which is to spread awareness to meditation, wisdom, yoga, spirituality. So that was another reason why I was actually doing a lot of reaction videos. And you've probably seen that. And this is a huge shout out to Justin Burke, really great friend of mine. And let me just make sure this lighting is okay. Yeah, okay. So I want to make sure. He's a really good friend. Met him because he was a neighbor, and he does YouTube full time pretty much, as well as a couple other things. And so he was the one that gave me the advice. Huge shouts out to him to do reaction videos to wisdom videos. And the reason for that was I was super into meditation and yoga at the time, and so he does reaction videos to music videos, and he just gave me the recommendation. I was like, wait, this is cool, and I love watching Sadhguru or Eckhart Tolle or all these different spiritual teachers anyways, so might as well, right? Just record me watching and sharing what I connect with, don't connect with, and so on. It was a beautiful goal, and I was doing that initially, but really didn't see much traction, and that's where the egoic, talk was coming into place, which was, you're getting only 100 views. Like, is this something you should do at all? And I guess I was relatively cognizant of the fact that it does take time. But that's when I started doing collabs, and collabs with all these different people from different backgrounds, and I'm sure y'all have seen that. And that is really what helped gain a lot more traction. And so I started doing that a lot more. But you see, that wasn't the most sustainable because it kind of relied me on other people to make something happen in terms of content. And yeah, I love meeting new people, and I loved doing it because that was something I truly enjoyed. But time investment-wise, not the smartest and the most efficient. Because usually wherever I would meet people was downtown area, and I live like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. We're talking 1 to 2 hours in commuting in total, plus setting up, and you get the idea. So not the most sustainable. And then I noticed a dip in views, and yeah, I guess to keep it simple, I mean, it just wasn't sustainable. But now, let's tie this into where I'm at now, right, and what I plan to do with this channel. It'll come down to a couple of things. One, I am actually focusing a bit more on trying to get a full-time job, so we're talking in the field of tech. I do have a computer science background, also studying entrepreneurship, so I need something to feed the bills, and that is why I am seeking a job right now. If you happen to have any connections, comment down below or let me know. DM me on Instagram, @Vish Vibes. Point I'm making is that is what I'm currently doing, and YouTube has kind of become a secondary thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to say it's secondary in terms of value. It's secondary in terms of time investment. Value, I would still put it as a number one. And really the number one of time investment that I'm making, which is seeking the full-time job, school, so on, is really just going to act as a fuel for the second time investment goal, which is really the first priority goal, which is YouTube. So I do have some cool visions and paths ahead in terms of different ways that I want to go. The first includes making reaction videos. Definitely going to continue that. I love watching videos in general, so might as well continue that going. Secondary would be to get into video essay styles of videos. So this is like Sneeko. I'm sure you've heard of him maybe. Look him up. Makes very interesting topics around life and interviews along those lines. And definitely plan to do something similar. I mean, I'm not going to say I want to copycat him, but definitely inspired by his path, and that would essentially entail me to obviously stick to the craft that I have and the specialty, which is wisdom and spirituality. So the topics will be around those areas. And then lastly, the focus was going to be on just these type of videos. So topics and talks about topics that, are just coming within me, that I resonate with and that I want to share views on. And maybe y'all can connect with this, maybe not. If you disagree, comment down below. I would love to hear everything, That's what I value a lot, which is open conversation. I'll make another video on what that is and why I'm saying that now in the later videos. So these are the 3 main paths that I plan to take. This video itself that I'm recording is going to be, I'm speaking in the now, a spark for daily uploading again. That's definitely the goal. The video essay style of videos, it's not realistic to make that daily, especially since I have other time investment wise primary goals. But the reaction or even these daily videos where I'm just talking to y'all will for sure be in the daily, and that's the goal. And so I'm speaking the now. This will be starting a streak. Let's see if it happens and it continues. I could say and make these bold claims that I want to do this every single day for the next year or 2 years, but I'm speaking the now. I'm making this now. The goal is to make this a streak. Hopefully that makes sense. So, yeah, that's a plan. And for all of y'all watching and that have made it till now, I'm truly grateful for you just being a subscriber, being open to this full transparency that I'm sharing with regards to where I've been, what I was doing. And yeah, please would love to get the support and these coming up ventures, different paths that I have kind of planned out. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. I appreciate you all watching and taking this time. With that, just take another breath of just present practice together. Make it a great day. Take it joyfully. Stay conscious and ecstasy.